Hello and welcome to the Sunday service for the Unitarian Universalist Church of Pensacola. Our congregation reflects an area along the Florida Panhandle and the Alabama Gulf Coast, and in today's world, from anywhere that you choose to join us. Welcome. I am Reverend Alice Syltie, and it is my honor and pleasure to serve this congregation as minister, a congregation whose mission is to celebrate diversity, strive for justice, and inspire love. If you would like to learn more about our congregation, please feel free to reach out. I would love to talk with you. It's good to be together today. As we light our chalice this morning, we give thanks for the glimpses of daring love we catch, even in the midst of fear, of challenge, of struggle. Even when we cannot yet see a better day, when we will act like the human family we are, we light this flame as we ignite the flame of love within us. Our opening words come from the Reverend Angela Herrera. Don't leave your broken heart at the door. Bring it to the altar of life. Don't leave your anger behind. It has high standards and the world needs vision. Bring them with you, and your joy and your passion. Bring your loving and your courage and your conviction. Bring your need for healing and your powers to heal. There is work to do, and you have all that you need to do it right here in this space. Please join me in the words to our church covenant. Love is the spirit of this church, and service its law. This is our covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. As part of our service each week, we share the names of those who have recently died while on duty with one of the armed services in Afghanistan or Iraq. We also remember their families and friends, as well as the thousands of Iraqi and Afghan civilians, military, and police who have been injured and killed. Today we say the name of U.S. Air Force Captain Kelly Ann Laley, age 30, from Parlin, New Jersey. Our candles represent the many joys and sorrows within our beloved community. One of those candles burns for joy today for Lauren Anzaldo as she graduated yesterday with her Doctor of Education, EDD degree from UWF. She said it's been a 5-year journey, and she now joins some of the other members of our congregation who hold a doctorate degree, like Georgiana Bryant, Carol Hemme, Paula Montgomery, and Dolly Berthelot. Congratulations, Lauren. We are so happy for you, and we know what a long road that was and how dedicated you had to be to do that, along with raising a family, working full-time, serving as church president, and your activities in the community. Well deserved. Congratulations.
Third Sunday. So far we have lit a chalice of patience and one to dispel the darkness. This week we pledge to work for that most rare of things, peace on earth. In this holiday season, may we find peace inside ourselves. May we be peace for those around us, and may we renew our commitment to bring peace to justice to our community and the world. May we be peace.
Good morning. I'm Penny Featherstone, and I'm pleased today to share with you about the miracles of Hanukkah. Many people know that Hanukkah, which means dedication, is the Jewish festival of lights. It dates to 170 BCE, when King Antiochus IV of Greece tried to destroy the Jewish people. His soldiers ransacked the temple at Jerusalem and destroyed almost everything. But a small jar of oil remained, which miraculously burned in the synagogue for 8 days, creating light in the darkness. Over the centuries, many have tried to destroy the Jewish people, but we still exist, and perhaps because of the secret of the dreidel. Would you like to know the secret of the dreidel? Let's go back to Jerusalem in 170 BCE. Studying Hebrew and Torah was forbidden by the Greeks. When the children were studying and the soldiers came by, the children would pull out their dreidels, like this, and play a game. On each side of the dreidel is a Hebrew letter. Let's see, Gimel means the whole thing, take the whole pot. Hey means take half the pot. Nun means do nothing. And shin means you have to put into the pot. Just a simple game, right? Yes, but it's more. The secret of the dreidel is a way of looking at the world. A Gimel day is a very good day, and a hay day is a pretty good day. You might think a shin day is a bad day, like when the soldiers destroyed the temple. But just spin again. And on the other side of the dreidel is Gimel, giving hope and light. That hope and that light gave the Maccabees the courage and inspiration to fight and restore the temple. This way of seeing the world has redeemed Jews from the brink of destruction many times through the centuries. It is why I, as a Jew, am here today and privileged to share with you this story. I hope you have a Gimel kind of day.
Thank you, Penny, for sharing that story with us. And we say Happy Hanukkah to all of our friends and neighbors who will be lighting the fourth of the 8 candles in the menorah tonight. The 8 candles representing the 8 days that the oil lasted.
I believe in love. I believe in love, even when I don't feel it. I believe in love. I believe in love, even when I don't feel it.
The story, A Christmas Carol, written by Unitarian Charles Dickens, has had a lot of influence on the way Christmas is celebrated and shaped. The idea of goodwill to all and peace and sharing are all reflected in that story. As we remember the horrible oppression that happened to the Jews, as Penny told us in her story, and is happening now in front of us in our communities, we lean into our Unitarian Universalist values, which are reflected in the Christmas season as we talk about peace and goodwill, but they are part of who we are all year. We are a people who want to resist hatred and spread more love and peace. I am inviting you to sing along this chant of resistance written by Mark Miller of the Worship Design Studio.
We resist, we refuse to let hatred in. We rise up, we won't back down. We're
We resist, we refuse to let hatred in. We rise up, we won't back down. We're in this till the end. We resist, we refuse to let hatred in. We rise up, we won't back down. We're in this till the end. We resist, we refuse to let hatred in. We rise up, we won't back down. We're in this till the end. We resist. Pray for your enemies. Welcome the stranger. Show love to your neighbor. We're in this till the end. We resist. Pray for your enemies. Welcome the stranger. Show love to your neighbor. We're in this till the end. Pray for your enemies. Welcome the stranger. Show love to your neighbor. We're in this till the end. Pray for your enemies. Welcome the stranger. Show love to your neighbor. We're in this till the end. We're in this till the end.
In this season of giving, it is a tradition of the church to take up a collection for the church staff, not the minister, but the other church staff. And so I'm sharing with you now information for how to contribute to that fund. This Little Light of Mine is a song that turns 100 years old this year. A woman named Fannie Lou Hamer sang it on a bus one day that had been stopped by police, and it became a very important song that was sung a lot during the civil rights movement when people wanted to dim the light of African Americans by not letting them vote in elections. So as we all learn more about the importance of music in making the world a better place, we are highlighting this song. And as we are learning to sing it in sign language, we are learning a language that is used by over 1 million people in this world as their primary way to communicate. They may not be able to hear, or they may be speaking to a family member for whom hearing is not their way of communication. It's a way to communicate with the body, with the eyes. People who use sign language also sing songs with this language. And so we are learning to sing with them. Today we will learn the second verse of this song with help from Linda Cobb in signing and from Laura Keith King with musical accompaniment. This verse tells us about letting our light shine and not being hidden under a bushel.
This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Hide it under a bushel? No. I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel? No. I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel? No. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Because it is your generosity that keeps this church alive and well, I offer you now the information for how to contribute by text or by writing a check and mailing it to the address of the church. Many thanks to all of you who care enough to share your resources with this congregation. carol of resistance for today was written in 1849 by a Massachusetts Unitarian minister, the Reverend Edmund Hamilton Sears. Sears wrote this carol during a time of personal melancholy, with news of revolution in Europe and the United States war with Mexico still fresh on his mind. At the time, he saw the world as filled with sin and strife. While not true of our Unitarian Universalist hymnals, the verse that refers to the love song of the angels being drowned out by our warring nature was frequently left out in other hymnals. Sears wrote, "Yet with the woes of sin and strife, the world has suffered long. Beneath the angel strain have rolled 2,000 years of wrong, and we at war on earth hear not the love song which they bring. Oh, hush the noise and cease the strife, and hear the angels sing." On this Sunday, when we light the Advent candle for peace and reflect on our commitment to resist oppression, let us sing this carol as a reminder to listen to the better angels within us, raising our voices with the message that love, not hate, is the answer.
It came upon the midnight clear, that glorious song of old, from angels bending near the earth to touch their harps of gold. Peace on the earth to all goodwill, from heaven the news we bring. The world in solemn stillness lay, to hear the angels sing. Still through the cloven skies they come, with peaceful wings unfurled, and still their heavenly music floats o'er all the weary world. Above its sad and lonely plains they bend on hovering wings, and ever o'er its babble sounds the blessed angels sing. But with the woes of war and strife, the world has suffered long. Beneath the angel strain have rolled 2,000 years of wrong. And we who fight the wars hear not the love song which they bring. Oh, hush the noise of battle strife, and hear the angels sing. For lo, the days are hastening on, by prophet bards foretold, when with the ever-encircling years comes round the age of gold, when peace shall over all the earth its ancient splendors fling, and the whole world give back the song which now the angels sing.
I'm going to invite you to say some closing words with me today, and if you have a candle that you'd like to light, I invite you to do that right now as we say these words together. We wait for justice, but we do not wait to work for change. We wait for restored health, but we do not wait to work for healing. We wait for wholeness, but we do not wait to work at binding brokenness. We wait for peace, but we do not wait to work to eliminate hatred. Let us go forth today with messages of love and songs that keep that love alive in our hearts, spurring us on in our work for justice and reconciliation. Go in peace, and may an abiding peace go with you.